Hmm. And I seek to rob this place blind.
Calluses on the fingers, sawdust in the beard, clothes sticky with sap. Must be our dwarf.
Excellent. I trust you don't grow weak in the knees at the sight of blood.
Not a bit. Start the autopsy.
I bathe in it.
Where?
Let's work our way
Let's
down.
look at his head. Hair smells like it's burnt, like he was in a fire.
Notice anything else? That his eyes have been scooped out, for instance?
I'm guessing I was getting to that.
Those burn marks I see in his eye sockets.
Yes. And some grey dust. Ash, it seems. Very fine.
Murderer.
So I'm guessing those were his eyes.
And put burning coals in the sockets.
Ah,
So it seems.
lovely.
Looking at the wounds, it appears our woodcarver was still alive when it happened.
Tough bugger. Jesus.
Let's examine the mouth. Burns, blisters.
Just
Oh,
like Priscilla's.
Hulk Hogan, you've done an excellent job on this rework.
See this? Incision made into the voice box.
Indeed, so thin as to be nearly unnoticeable.
A small, extremely sharp instrument. Scalpel.
But why? The wound is too small to bleed, and there are signs of swelling. The murderer... I believe he performed a tracheotomy, so the victim wouldn't die too soon.
So we're talking about someone who has some kind of medical experience. Excellent. Good start. Doctor.
Let's examine his torso.
What have we here? Deep wound on the left side of his rib cage, and a scar the length of his stomach.
I just love the detail on his leather, like jerkin and coat.
Let's examine the chest wound. Yeah, heart carved out, wound cauterized.
Wait a minute,
Lovely.
there's something else.
Go on, yeah, right deep in there. But I'm guessing that this is not just murder for murder's sake, or at least it doesn't seem to be.
An egg from an amphibian. A salamander? Scorched but intact.
I
Strange.
attended some lectures in herpetology as a student. I'm afraid I don't recall any amphibians that would lay eggs in corpses. So either Professor Cochrane was deeply mistaken, or this is our murderer's doing.
Trying to push you off the scent. Yeah, as I say, what I was trying to say was, I don't see any connection between this guy and Priscilla. Why he would go out for this guy and Priscilla. So is it random murders by someone who is just highly skilled in being a medical professional? I don't know.
Look at the scar. Wounds long and thin. An incision. But the edges are ragged.
Means nothing. Look, no swelling, no bruises. An old injury, perhaps an accident in the workplace.
Open the abdominal cavity.
Due warning, it will stink of rot.
Once fought a zeugl up to my waist in sewage, so I doubt... Wait. Smells not rot.
I remember the Zoogle part.
Formaldehyde.
One of the short stories. Yennefer
Heavily
was there.
diluted, it's remarkable at preserving organic tissue in strong
Really interesting story.
proportions. It's more destructive than acid.
Explains why there's no smell of decay. And why his
Caustic
throat's
fluid. Forced Priscilla to drink a caustic fluid.
Look at his hands. These welts. Rope burns, right? He was tied up.
I'd expect so. No one could sit through such torture unless bound.
Speaking from experience.
Yes, that of a victim. Spent a year in the dungeons of Tretogor. Long story.
Some other time.
Oh, I can
maybe.
introduce you to the guy who put you there.
See the callus? Our dwarf wore
Lovely,
a ring.
man.
But someone took it off him.
Siggy Reuben.
See anything interesting on his legs?
His right foot. The ankle swollen, toenails broken. He clearly kicked something very hard. Right before he kicked the bucket.
Doesn't strike me as the right time for jokes.
Apologies. We surgeons, we've a different sensibility.
Everyone loves a bit of black humour. Let's just check out his genitals, why not?
We ought to inspect those.
I sincerely doubt they bear any relation to the matter.
We'll see.
We'll see. Pull down his trousers and... shit.
Syphilis, actually. Early stages. No sign of diffusion.
Think there could be a connection?
Only as the killer's potential motivation.
Oh, Geralt. You
All right.
horn dog.
Think I know enough.
Enlighten me, please, because I've still no notion what this is about. What the motive might have been.
I'm not seeing really much of a motive. Ritual. I'm gonna go with ritual murder purely because of the coal in the eyes.
It's some
I
kind of
might
sick
be
ritual.
getting.
You saw it. Burns in the eye sockets, cavity where the heart should be, scalding liquid, all centering on warmth, heat, fire.
A fire.
Good work, Geralt. I didn't even think
It's
about
a
that.
lead worth following. Any idea what his name was?
Fabian Meyer. And I'm Hubert.
And who
Wright,
might you be?
Coroner. I've come to perform the autopsy, but I see you've done it for me, Joachim. As always, you interfere where you're neither needed nor wanted, drag others into trouble in the process. Who is this?
A student. Lifelong learner. Got a couple questions for you.
Very well, speak. But be quick. Reverend Nathaniel has come by for an inspection. He'll be here shortly.
You old friends?
Hubert taught me the rudiments of medicine long ago.
And not very well. You've still not mastered certain basic principles. For example, that a doctor's role is to treat the ill, not save the world.
You've not changed a bit.
A compliment.
What's the point in doing it then?
Statement of fact. 30 years, and you've not changed a bit.
Interesting. Keep that in mind.
Woodcarver's body. Where was it found? It's important.
Plan to investigate? Exciting. He died in his workshop south of the market square, just beside the gate to Far Corners. That poor Trebirates was attacked there. City's abuzz about it. But the woodcarver, Eustace the corpse collector, brought us the body. You should speak to him. Saw him just around the corner near... Oh, greetings, Your Reverence.
Who are these people? I believe I made it clear no one's to be allowed in under any circumstances.
You did, but they're friends of the deceased. Here to collect the body.
Out of the question. Show them out at once.
As Your Reverence wishes. Gentlemen, follow me. You shall leave via another route.
Why do you cover for us?
I was covering my own arse. If Reverend Nathaniel had learned someone had entered the morgue, then cut open a corpse without his permission, I'd be in deep trouble. But you didn't give that a thought, did you, Joachim? As ever. Well, while I don't approve of your willfulness, I also wish to see this murderer hang. So, should I learn anything new related to this case, I will let you know.
Thank you.
This is going to be a big case. Certainly going to put some focus on it.
Nathaniel. Who is he?
A scoundrel. A rogue. Like every man who wears the robes of the eternal fire.
Most are scoundrels before they ever put on the robes.
True in his case as well. Before he donned the frock, Nathaniel was a torturer. Delighted especially in torturing women. Later, Hierarch Hemelfart appointed him to oversee the morgue. He deals with the temple guard, supervises cremations, conducts funeral masses in the temple on the Isle, and so forth.
Dream job.
I'm not liking
The
Nathaniel.
corner. We could have skipped the trip through the sewers.
I know him, thus I avoid him. I've said enough on the subject.
Nah, I decide when I've heard enough about
I
this.
decide when
This
we're
is
done with the
important.
subject. What's your connection to him?
An old story, but if you insist. The student protests in 1242, you've heard of them? I led them. Hubert, however, denounced me to the authorities. I landed in prison. There you have it.
Excellent.
Now,
Plenty of leads. Woodcarver's workshop, the corpse collector who found him, alley where Priscilla was attacked. Got work to do.
as do I. At the hospital. I must return there. But I shall keep my fingers crossed.
And I'll keep my eye on you.
Joachim, I don't believe he's done it. I think they try to make you think he might have. But I'm certain he hasn't.
Youth these days. Hair-brained, all of them.
Nathaniel, on the other hand, he sounds like a perfect candidate. Which makes me think
Help a poor fellow.
he might be connected in some way.
I've had enough.
Oh, he's some kind of monster. Isn't he? He's some monster.
Yeah.
The...
Hey, handsome.
30 years thing, he's some kind of monster. But is he
This
that
time
kind
of
of
year.
monster? So that's obviously where they decided to heat things up.
Brazier. This time
How
of
am I
year.
to know? Watch him, see what he does.
Can I help you guys? Doof, doo, doo. Who are you guys? Why are you guys randomly attacking me? Quinn. Would you like to tell me why you decided to attack me?
Up your ass, deviant! Hoes can fight back! Ugh!
Calm down, I'm not gonna hurt you. What are you doing here?
Getting vengeance. Well, why are you staring? Have you not heard killers always return to the scene of their crime?
Oh, simple
My
prick.
brothers are waiting here to give him a warm welcome. For Priscilla. Almost did her in, the whole son.
I know. Here to look for clues and find anyone who might know something.
Fear I can't help you much. But I can tell you what I know.
You and Priscilla friends?
You're a dumbass lady.
Nah. But she saw more than a stupid whore in me. Treated me with respect. It mattered. I was looking to give up whoring. Pick up a decent trade. But none would take me. Not as a washerwoman, nor a servant, nor a cook. Felt like a leper, I did. But Priscilla, she was different. Agreed to put me in her play, you see. Lots of the other actors, they were afraid on account of her jesting about the eternal fire. Whistling Wendy on stage, can you imagine it? Her dream's gone now. I'm back to working street corners.
Sorry to hear
She's
that.
not dead
Could do
yet.
worse
Come
as
on.
work goes.
Oh, she's not dead.
Or so I tell myself.
Priscilla wasn't the sole victim. You aware of that?
Oh, dearie. Course I was. This didn't start yesterday. Others have died like this before. Beggars, street girls, orphans. But who'd have a drama concern about them? Human rubbish. It's what the guards call us.
Recall any names?
They didn't have proper ones. Baldy, curly, buns. That's what folk called them. No friends, no families. Their bodies were burned long ago.
Now go away,
Take care now.
dumb cow.
I gotta look around some more. Appreciate it if you didn't disturb me.
Naturally, we'll stand aside, behave. But do tell us if you find anything else here.
I will.
Oh, it's ringing.
A brazier. This time of year? Human. Priscilla's.
Not something I'm happy about.
Man's footprint. The murderer's, maybe. Weighed on his heel. Took a step back. Murderer fled before the guards arrived. Ran this way. Trail ends here. Strange. Even I couldn't jump this wall.
Almost like a monster could. Remember, good people, the light cast by the fire dispels every darkness, reveals each lie, exposes every unworthy and debauched soul. Not even shape-shifting Dopplers can hide from its light, not even witches and sorceresses, so adept at fooling the common folk, not the loose women who walk the streets and fog men's mind with their charms. Abandon, then, the treacherous and immoral magic arcane. Cover your bodies in modesty and provoke no unclean thoughts, and the eternal fire will expose you for all the monsters and sinners, or else burn you in its flames.
What do you want?
I know that smell. Formaldehyde.
That's the caustic fluid.
So, what is it?
Think I know what happened here. Priscilla fought back, her assailant retreated, and knocked over the brazier. Someone must have heard it. Maybe saw something, started hollering. Guards showed up. Murderer didn't finish the job, didn't cover his tracks. Just collected himself and leapt over the wall. Trail ends there.
You divined all this from a pile of rubbish and a few prints in the mud.
Do that practically every day in my profession. And practice makes perfect.
True enough. Just like I can tell right off if a pent'll pay or try to wriggle out of it.
That particular skill I could use myself.
Well, thank you very much, lady. But I have shit to get done.
Take care now. And I got a murderer to catch.
Oh, and I'm gonna catch him.
Who can afford a
Sorry about your brothers too.
Help! Save me! I'm dying!
Wow. That's a hell of a jump.
You're a bigger rat picker than me! You know who I am! Can't afford a bomb! Save me, please! Want my advice? Dump this rubbish in the channel.
Anyone home?
Begone, or I'll set me hounds on you. Molly, Striga, come!
Relax. I'm here about Fabian Meyer, looking for his killer.
That's altogether different. Sit, you stupid mutts, lie down. Come on in. Slowly now, lest they bite me.
Charming little dogs.
These beasts go.
You daft? Even I'm scared of them. A better barking dog than an evil man at your door.
Got someone particular in mind?
Sure as shite. Bugger who did Fabian in. As soon as they'd hauled his corpse off, I run to a mate who raises
I
dogs.
suspect.
But these two mutts cost me a chunk of change. But I sleep sound at least.
I suspect it probably wouldn't do much. I think it's a monster or an extremely athletic individual.
Gus is the name. We ran a work
Free climber, maybe.
Meyer and Meyer.
What'll it be now? Just Meyer?
Name it. I'll be closing it down now. As soon as I find a buyer for this shack, I'll head on to Mahakam. Be near my family or what's left of it. So, what do you want to know? What can I tell you about Fabian?
Everything.
Tell me what you know about the murder, in order, in detail.
'Twas like this. Had some work in Oxenford, and I was coming home. Saw a plume of smoke rising over the city. Thought to myself, blast it, gonna miss and burn another hag. But the smoke wasn't coming from Hierarch Square.
They're quite happy to burn you too, mate.
See the soot stains? That's where they burned our sculptures. Folk gathered round the blaze and found Fabian here beside it. They'd already loaded him on the cart by the time I arrived.
Talk to your neighbors. They see anything suspicious beforehand? Hear anything?
Claim not to. But even if they had, they'd not have helped. The Novigrad folk give bleating orphans in the street a wide berth so as not to stain their poor lanes. Do they care about some dwarf?
Your brother have any enemies? Anyone dislike him? Threaten him, maybe?
'Twas Fabian who threatened this one last. Oh, you were a good dwarf. Craftsman like no other. But you were an incorrigible whoremonger as well. Whenever we put a bit of coin aside, I'd say, let's buy some tools, quality timber. No, he grabbed the purse and head out whoring. Took to following one in particular. He'd say, "'Tis all your fault, dirty bitch, human dish rag." Rather obscenities. Don't rightly know what that was about. Maybe he was in love with her.
Know where I can find her? This dish rag?
City cemetery. She died a few days back, quietly in her sleep. Her pawn said a fever took her.
Okay.
Fine. We've talked enough. Need to look around.
Be my guest. Just beware of the dogs.
So, right now, what I'm thinking, some kind of monster, ritualistic, definitely something to do with the eternal flame, so they're definitely some kind of follower because of, what's it called? Because of that note. Don't think it could be the Reverend, do you?
Statues of the old gods. Nothing but women. Shapely ones. Bloodstains.
That's where Fabian lay when they found him.
Murderer dragged something heavy. Dragged something across the floor. Statues. Or dragged it from one wall to the other, repeatedly.
Remember, good people, that fire can be both a blessing and a curse. Fire can warm with its flames, fire can prepare our nourishment. Fire can drive off the horrors of the dark, yet fire can also scorch, burn and incinerate. That is why we must live in harmony with eternal fire and its commandments. Whoever fails to heed its lessons, whoever lives in ignorance of it, whoever mocks it, the same shall lose his life in its flames. Take my counsel to heart, good people, or you will reap the consequences of your deeds.
Mind if I go inside the workshop?
I've not even peeked inside since they found Fabian. But I'll open it for you if you want.
I don't think it's anything like harvesting of organs or anything like that. No.
More bloodstains. But not near enough to say he bled to death. Unless somebody got rid of the blood. Left a few stains behind. Formaldehyde. Doubt Fabian used it. Furniture got knocked over. This looks like it was kicked. Furniture got knocked
By a
over.
dwarf.
This looks like it was kicked.
So for some reason Fabian kicked it.
Formaldehyde. Doubt Fabian used it.
Come on.
Eyes. Humanoid. Completely rotten.
Just left human eyes lying on the side?
Aye.
Already know what happened. Fabian was in the workshop. Murderer attacked him there. They struggled. Fabian was overpowered. Then tortured. For a time.
I needn't know the details. Truth be told, I hadn't the stomach for him.
When it was over, the murderer dragged Fabian to the courtyard. Then made a pyre of sculptures, set them aflame.
But why? Why do all that?
To teach a lesson. To him, you, the whole city. Had a look at your sculptures.
And?
Some of this doesn't make
Lifelike,
sense.
aren't they?
The women especially. Never seen a bust that size on Melitele.
Oh, aye. Fabian's handiwork. I told him, brother, tits like that would crush her back. Whittle him down. He said, nay, they'd sell better this way. Told me to shut me trap. Still they did. Till one sermon at the temple, when the celebrating reverend said that whoso buys idols from the non-human Mayas sins twofold, as a heretic and as a lecher. That was the end of that.
Excellent. Well,
Fine.
I'm gonna leave you
We've
to
talked
it,
enough.
boy.
Won't learn anything else here. Take care.
This is all motivated by, what's it called? By the eternal fire. Another reason to hate it. Another reason not to be a fan of the religion.
Where are ya?
But, oh,
Think I pissed me trousers.
oh, they've gone. Yes.
Fuck!
Can't just. What the fuck?
Oi, Witcher! Coroner wants to see you. Been another victim. Told me to say the main door will be open for you. You're to come as soon as you can.
I will.
Respect, Witcher.
Oh, Lydica.
Can't go out in the streets no more.
Fucking hell.
Let's stay out foul of the king of big.
This wasn't.
No mercy, no
This was an absolute slaughter.
You, Eustace, the corpse collector?
Aye? How'd you know?
Fourth
You just
sense,
look
I
it.
think it is. You bring Fabian Meyer's body to the morgue.
Oh, yeah, I remember. No ice, no art, one of them, right? No purse neither, as I recall.
Don't be that guy.
One of them? So there have been other bodies like that?
Sure have. Beggars, street urchins, and street walkers.
Goes on with what Whistling Lady was saying about.
The pieces to fit her in me wheelbarrow. Slippery sow, they called her, on account of her.
Some things are best left unsaid. What happened to the pieces?
What do you mean? Reverend Nathaniel ordered them burned. Every last one. Oh, shame that was.
Shame? Why? Actually, never mind. Another thing that's best left unsaid. You search Fabian's body?
Well,
Nathaniel is starting to sound like a pretty good target.
Waste.
I call a spade a spade. You rob corpses.
And I call a prick a prick. It's none of your fucking concern. What, you a tax collector? Piss off, mutant.
Oh, you're so kind. What was in his pockets?
What did you find on him?
As you wish. Triflings, baubles, gloss-beaded ring, handful of coins, and a letter. Look, vellum, quality parchment that. I'll wipe off the writing as solitors new.
No, you won't.
Human skin.
I will take it.
Priscilla.
Oh, shit.
Next victim's name. If you'd given this to the right person, she might not have been hurt.
What the fuck do I care what happens to some Priscilla? We short of wenches in this town.
I'm hitting him.
Oi, fucking hell, what was that for?
For everything.
Oh, maybe another corpse collector will come and deal with him.
Don't know nothing else.
How many times will
Your
you ask
bread,
me for
your
cops?
coin, all this shite.
Welcome, Master Witcher.
Well, let's rob this guy blind. Okay, I've nearly finished robbing him already. Oh. Hello. Can I
Geralt,
help
right?
you?
Glad you're here. Held off on the autopsy till you arrived.
Nice of you, especially given you didn't seem pleased about my previous visit.
Because you came unannounced and in unfortunate company. I also had Reverend Nathaniel to contend with. Our spiritual caretaker has left the city on some important matter, and I know who you are, what drives you. I'm more than happy to aid your investigation.
Tell me everything about you.
Told me all about you.
Ah, doubtless you've heard how I had the noble leader of the student protesters thrown in prison. But did you hear the protests were far from peaceful, or did he neglect to mention it?
Never asked.
People were dying, Witcher. Those who rejected liberty, equality, and fraternity would be found in the gutter come morning. Their throats slit from ear to ear with surgical precision. Joachim had been my favorite student, but alas, I had to do something. So I reported him. Then I left the university and found work in the morgue, where none care about my past. Whereas Joachim, oh, fate's ironies. Years later, he was appointed head of the very ward I had founded.
Yeah. I'm still suspicious of you.
Congrats. 50? 60?
53, I believe. Why do you ask?
You look a little young to have been his teacher.
Not surprising. For years, I've lived in the cold and dark, breathing the vapors of embalming fluids. In short, working with corpses extends one's life. Amusing, is it not?
That sounds very, very convenient.
Who's the victim?
I don't believe you.
Joris Aquinas, a lecturer in theology at Oxenfurt Academy. Found this morning at his home on a catafalque made of his books.
Any titles in particular?
It seems all the tomes dealt with the eternal fire. Treatises critical of the faith's doctrines.
Yeah, mortal sin in Novigrad.
Solidifying has definitely got eternal fire connections.
Nathaniel?
Very few people are. He's cruel and capricious. He stormed in here once, grabbed a scalpel I was sterilizing over a burner, sliced my back with it to the bone, because I had forgotten to lock the storeroom. Hard to be fond of someone like that, wouldn't you agree?
He sounds like an absolute cunt.
Let's start.
Gladly. The wounds conform to the killer's modus operandi. The victim was bound and forced to drink formaldehyde.
Caustic fluid.
The killer removed the eyes, placed burning coals in the sockets, then opened the rib cage.
Like the dwarf.
What's this? A parchment. Made of human skin.
A message from the murderer. His next victim. Patricia Vegelbud.
Do you know her?
Oh, shit.
Yes. Even went to her estate once with... Gotta find her, now.
Go. Go, Geralt, go.
Till next time, Master.
Where's the closest fast travel? Probably Hierarch Square. I don't like this. I feel like I'm behind.
To you, Geralt.
I'm actually getting into this. Genuinely, I'm getting right into this. But yeah, I feel like an investigator who is behind. I'm being played with now. Definitely being toyed with. Running the complete wrong way. Well, not the complete wrong way for where I'm trying to get to, but for the fast travel, yes.
Mud like that might get you a copper. You've got to be elegant like me. Red, you're a copper.
Fair enough, I'll bear that in mind. Come on. In fact, how far away is it? Screw it. We're gonna have some fun. If I'm gonna do it like this, we're riding there.
That's it, Roach.
Go, Roach. Faster. I mean, this is hardly like the speedy car chase with the flashing lights to get to suspected location at high speed, is it? But still.
Is this necessary? On the road all day and now...
Oh, come on, let me do it now. Come on. I'm trying to do the fast. I'm trying to save a life, boy. There we go, Roach. Thank you. Don't know why, this just feels right. Can you just imagine like high octane music behind, like pumping, going something like that. And we're about to run out of stamina. Oh, I should have just fast travelled. Oh, I hate that person who does that every single day as he drives past, I'm guessing, one of my neighbours' houses. There's nothing rude if you're trying to get someone to come out. There's nothing ruder than honking your horn. If you want to say hello to someone, just talk to them. Be a respectful human being. Don't be an arsehole. One of my biggest pet peeves. Go, Roach. Right up. Charge. Hello.
No loitering now. What do
There
you
we go.
want?
Need to talk to Patricia Vegelbud.
You think any bum off the street can...
Her life's in danger. Let me in or have her blood on your hands.
If you thought this up, and I'll let you in, I'll throw my arse out the door.
Always thought a guard was supposed to protect his charge, not his ass.
So be it. I'll take you to Lady Vegelbud. Just no trickery. Understand?
You can have all the crossbows in your entire garrison watching me.
Surprise.
Not pleasant at all. I gotta see your mother. Her life's in danger.
In danger? Come now. I saw Mother this morning. She seemed sad, true, but in perfect health.
I'm hunting a serial killer, and I've got reason to believe your mother will be his next victim.
Why, even if it's true, our gods.
He's exceptionally cruel when he kills, tortures his victims, cuts out their hearts. So let's see how she is, just in case.
I find this
Don't cover any, don't sugarcoat any of this, Geralt.
appear to be quite serious. Please, follow me.
A fire fit for Bellatane, except it's the wrong time of year.
I mentioned Mother seemed sad. Do you remember? In fact, she's in the midst of a crisis of faith. A rather serious one. We'd been to Novigrad. Mother had seen the pyres in Hierarch Square, uttered not a word on our way home. She had all the holy books, insignias, reliquaries gathered, taken outside and burnt. Then she locked herself in her room.
We need to hurry.
Oh, I'm too late, aren't I?
Smell that hangs in the air. You know it.
Hear that? Calm and quiet. All seems to be in order.
We should go in, just to be sure.
You're relentless, aren't you? Fine. But wait here, please. Mother's certainly not in the mood for guests.
Fuck.
He ran out the other door! Catch him!
Of course.
Spread out! Murderer's still here!
Put my sword away. Don't need this shit. Oh, fuck's sake. You're gonna make me fight them, aren't you? Come on, I have a murderer to catch. Oh, where's he gone? God damn it. Fucking guards.
Halt! Or I'll put a bolt between your eyes!
Listen, you got the wrong guy.
Save your trickery, taking you to the heiress.
Well, killer's already escaped. Lead the way, hero.
Oh, this is getting
We got him,
difficult.
Lady Ingrid. Wasn't easy, but
Lower that crossbow before you hurt yourself. This man is innocent.
forgive me.
This is the man that came in.
Thought it was the killer fleeing.
I was chasing him, and I'd have caught him if you hadn't gotten in my way.
Out of my sight, at once. Mother, why did he do this to her? Why?
Because she blasphemes the eternal fire.
How it is.
Only thing that ties her to the other victims.
Shit! Of course.
I know this is a hard time for you, but usually the killer leaves a note on the body. A note indicating his next victim. May I?
Very well.
I'm definitely chasing a serial
Be on
killer
your
here.
own. I do not wish to see her in this state. I do not wish to remember her like that. And let her be the last victim. Please.
I fully intend to.
Bruises. Broken
Wow.
fingernails. She defended herself. Must be why it took him longer, and why he almost got caught. Here it is. Sweet Nettie, crippled Kate's. Growing bolder, not just the name, but the place too. Won't get away this time.
Let's find you. Concerned citizens' sermons. Remember, good people, that the fire devours everything in its path, sparing no one and stopping for nothing. The fire burns all sinners alike, be they paupers or princes, men or non-humans, weak or powerful, whoever breaks its commandments, whoever does not heed the church's counsel, whoever worships false gods, the same shall be turned to ash in its flame. Live then in the truth of the eternal fire, listen to its holy men, for they are your shepherd.
Same wounds as the previous victims. Examination would be a waste of time. Gotta get to crippled Kate's, fast.
And I'm not even going to rob the place. Oh, I'm sorry. I really am. Get his goddamn fire outside too. Dumbasses. I know you're only doing your job, but should have fucking listened. Come, Roach. Follow me back to Novigrad. Portside Gate will be quickest. Excellent.
Look awfully suspicious to me, tramp. Careful, you scamp. This is Novigrad. Backyard.
Come on in. Let's go find Sweet Nellie and crippled Kate.
See it in your face. Hey, handsome.
Take it easy.
I'm guessing this is the brothel. Fuck it. Can't get in there. get in? Ah, I can get in here.
Sweet Nettie, where is she?
Upstairs. But she's with a very important client. Do not
I've saved this place before, so get lost.
You mean me to grab another lass to join us? Black ones, Vidalians.
I tell the temple guard.
Hard to say.
Oh!
Got a snake's tongue as well.
Oh, might have caught him.
No one will hear you.
Oh,
Not a soul.
You, though? Whole town will hear you in a minute.
let's try not to look at the boobs too much.
And I so dislike being disturbed. I was to play with sweet Nettie, render her not so sweet, but I shall see to you first.
Yeah, try it, asshole.
Try it, you bastard.
Whoa, this guy's actually quite good. Off with his arm.
Free now.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. If not for you.
Something's wrong here.
He asked if I did everything, and I said, for the right price, of course. And then he smiled. Oh, God, it gave me the shivers. And then he hit me so hard I passed out. I was bound when I came to. And he was hitting the poker in the fire.
Calm down.
This
He
ain't
won't
right.
hurt you anymore. He won't hurt anyone.
Something's missing. I think I fucked up. I'm going to reload that and normally wouldn't.
No simple task. For having fallen afoul of Novigrad's underworld bosses, I'd disappeared. Yet Geralt soon discovered my whereabouts, a cell in the dungeon of the Temple Guard. With the help of our friends, Geralt managed to free me. Good thing, too, for indeed I knew what had happened to Ciri. Sadly, she was no longer in Novigrad. Pursued by bandits, then cornered by the Temple Guard, she had disappeared in a flash of light and a gust of heat. Where to? This I did not know.
Sweet Nettie.
I know. I get it. Something wasn't right there.
Any needs, Master?
But the madam, well,
So I'm going back up here.
No one.
You the...
Yet again.
Come on up. Just like that, no formaldehyde.
No foreplay.
Let's go with that.
No formaldehyde. Coals in my eye sockets.
What the fuck are you on about?
Murder. You killed Fabian Meyer, Patricia Vegelbud, and many others.
Can we not look at the boobs? Thanks.
You're mistaken, vagrant.
Let's go with that.
Message on Patricia's body led me here to crippled Kate's, to Sweet Nettie. If you didn't leave it, who did?
I don't know, but I see we must talk calmly.
Who knew you'd be here?
Strangely enough, I don't announce these outings far and wide. There's but one man who... That's impossible. He treats even corpses with kid gloves.
The coroner. Said you were busy, that you wouldn't visit the morgue. Gotta go after him.
Go. To Warehouse 12 at the docks. He's there this time of day procuring supplies. Formaldehyde. I shall stay here. I've unfinished
Formaldehyde.
business with Sweet Nettie. After all, I paid in advance.
Yeah, leave her alone, mate.
Tie her, drop your coin pouch on the table, then leave here and never come back.
Yes, I will.
Good boy.
Welcome.
Oh, let's leave then. Let's go find out what's going on around here. Something's not right, but I don't know what.
Quite the smile.
Finally, someone
Like a
took
roll.
pity. A freeze of love.
You mean
It's
me
a
to
material.
Let's get this done.
join us?
People, help me!
We'll deal with that later. I have other things I need to sort out first.
Seen any crime, silly?
Everything about this is...
Vulgar one.
Oh,
I can see it in your face.
someone has been playing me. And I don't like that. Well,
Run out of formaldehyde.
I underestimated you. You almost caught me in flagrante delicto. Now you've seen through my bluff with Nathaniel. Although
knew he was a monster.
you've not divined all, I see. Had you, you would have drawn your silver sword.
Who? What?
Well, I knew you were a monster.
A vampire. Higher, of course.
Ah,
Got a reason for killing? A reason to torture?
I thought you'd figure that out as well. The symbolism's rather obvious. Coals for those who are blind to the fire. The egg of a salamander born of fire to replace their cold, doubting hearts. Fire.
eternal fire.
That
Yeah, symbolism's clear. What's not is why a vampire would kill in the name of the eternal fire.
should be equally obvious. I concur with the Church's diagnosis. Novigrad is a fallen city. Its population amnesiacs to the very concepts of decency and morality. So I decided to remind them, in a manner they'd be certain to notice.
Yeah, you have a very, very
Tortured
twisted
logic.
idea.
Yet logic, nonetheless. I'm glad you perceived that, at least. Fight fire with fire, as they say. Give a thought to my victims. A lecherous woodcarver who'd spend his last copper on whores. An old countess who defiled symbols of the faith. A Trebirates for whom nothing was sacred, nothing above ridicule. They did not deserve to live. But their deaths could be a lesson to others. Awaken them, scare them onto the correct path, the path to the fire, to cleansing, to salvation. For you, I'm afraid it's too late. You are a man of little faith. I sense this.
But I'm pretty good with a sword.
Pretty good. Might not cut it.
Ooh, this is going to be a fun one. Come on. Higher vampires, they don't die easy. Come on. Luckily, I don't go down easy. Regardless of what that toilet wall says. There we go. I knew I'd made some kind of mistake. Wasn't gonna have it. He was not gonna get away with it. Let's go speak to Dandelion. Then think I'm going to finish today, because that's a nice long stream.
I serve the eternal fire.
It has unfortunately been removed. I believe that the breast that you could see that appeared quite strongly on screen probably removed it, unfortunately. But don't worry, that's what my horse is there for.
Scaring decent folk.
He does a pretty good job of protecting all your innocence.
Yes, I'm all ears.
Just let me in.
How's
Better, right?
Yes.
Well, she's at least able to speak.
Did you take care of what I asked?
Yeah. The Witcher's way.
Thank you, Geralt. From me and Priscilla.
Did my part.
Did my part.
You need to look after her.
Your turn now. Take care of her. Good care.
I will. You'll see. Treat her better than the Dryads of Broccolon could.
She's talking again. Nice surprise.
Isn't it? Professor von Gratz told me her wounds are healing faster than a troll's. Not the most flattering comparison, but encouraging. Maybe she might even sing again someday. For now, we'll try performing.
I hope so.
She'll play the lute, I'll sing. Dandelion and Calinetta. Got a nice ring to it, doesn't it?
Sounds great. Good luck, Dandelion. On stage and off.
Excellent. Joachim von Gratz.
Yes, Geralt?
Let's tell you a little bit about what happened.
It was Hubert. You were right not to trust him. He was a higher vampire.
I thought nothing could surprise me in Novigrad. Seems I was wrong. Deeply wrong. Thank you, Geralt. Were it not for you, this would never have ceased.
Hubert
Yeah, I
told
know
me
about your past.
Even more vivid than I'd assumed.
I've not time for riddles, Geralt. Be straight or be gone.
Any truth to his claim that people died during the riots at the university? Died for your cause?
I was young and stupid. I thought a better future was worth any price. Even a human life or two. But those are past sins. Sins I've atoned for.
Well,
why is the university in Oxenford closed?
I don't really need to know this, but it's a question.
You've not heard the story? The rector wished to grant him an honorary doctorate. The faculty disagreed. Nonetheless, Radovid arrived for the ceremony, donned a gown, collected his diploma, and when it was over, imprisoned the deans and the entire academic senate so they wouldn't raise a stink. I've been at Vilmerius Hospital ever since. But perhaps it's for the best. I'm far more adept, scalpel in hand, than I ever was behind a lectern.
And
know another surgeon from Oxenford Academy.
Shani.
Know her? Red hair, cropped short, freckles.
And a hopeless idealist. Naturally, I know her. She was my assistant for a year.
Any idea where she is now?
My gut tells me she's somewhere along the front, patching up pikemen. I told her it would be futile. In the time she saved 100 lives, another 1,000 would be lost. But medics with a mission, you can't argue with them.
Well, farewell. And that there is a good place for us to end. Thank you very much, guys, for watching. I hope you enjoyed that. If you did, feel free to leave a like. If you didn't, feel free to leave a dislike. If you want to tell me how shit I'm in the comments, go right ahead. And if you're enjoying what I'm doing, then feel free to maybe throw in a subscribe. But in the meantime, guys, I will see you all next time.